Hi everybody, welcome to a ranking video. This is one that I've been wanting to do for a very long time because hard demons in Geometry Dash are my favorite demon difficulty in the game. So, welcome to every single hard demon I've beaten ranked. Also, ignore my hair through this video. It certainly has a mind of its own at this point. So I'm just going to be going through all of the hard demons that I've beaten, and I'm gonna rank them from S to F. Although I don't know if there'll be an F tier. I don't think there's anything that's been that bad. Don't get me wrong, there's been some bad levels I've beaten on here, but it's not. I don't think there's any F. Like, I've never done true suffering on a hard demon yet. So we'll go ahead and actually just remove F, because I don't think there's an F tier on here. Okay, keep in mind this is completely subjective. This is not objective at all. This is mainly on the gameplay. If I don't like your gameplay, I don't really like your level, even if it looks really cool. Deco does add some points though, and of course the song also is, the song needs to be good. If your song is annoying, it kind of taints the experience a little bit. Taints? Yeah. What should we start with? I guess we could start with my very first hard demon. Oh, do I want to start with TOE 3? The reason I'm not sure if I want to start with TOE 3 is because it's going in S tier, man. I know we're starting out with an S tier a little early, but this level was fire. It has a lot of really interesting 2.1 elements that I like sprinkled throughout. I really like this section that's displayed on the picture, where every time you click, the platforms like rotate. That was super cool. I think all the ship sections are really fun. The one at 70 is a little bit harder than the rest of the level, and I died there a lot. Even for a first hard demon, this is pretty hard. Like, this is not, a entry-level hard demon. I mean, that will be something like Ditch Machine, which is my second hard demon, or, I'm looking through. Death Step's pretty easy. But the point is, there were easier hard demons for me to pick, and I went with TOE 3, which was kind of odd, but very bold. It definitely got me a lot better at the game. Helped with robot control, because there's a pretty tricky robot section in the middle that I remember dying to a lot, because I was really bad at it. And the song, man. Oh, the song is so amazing. The deco is very early 2.1, but it's also supposed to kind of have that, theory of everything vibe to it, which I think it pulls it off really well. So at the end of the day, I still think this is a phenomenal level. That's just really good. It's a really fun level, and I had even though it was by far my hardest level at the time, I had a really fun time with it. I never got super frustrated with it. Because for the most part, it's really balanced as well. So, yeah, TOE 3. Let's do No-Wise. No-Wise is the fourth level in the Doom Gauntlet. And it definitely proved to be a pretty hard time for me. I don't remember exactly how long it took me, maybe 500 attempts, so actually not too bad. I've actually beaten this level twice. You can see, if you see my face came in there, it was taken from a video, just to get the screenshot for the thing. But No-Wise, man, this level is a blast. I remember I gotta like replay the level. It's balanced really well. It's a bit on the easier side of hard demons, I remember. And you could call it a medium, like a really hard medium, but I personally do think it could be a hard demon. Mainly the first boss section in the wave has some really tight wave sections that was giving me a really hard time when I was first beating the level. But man, this level looks awesome. It looks cool. It has a really dope song. The boss looks cool. It's like this skeleton thing. And there's a lot of really cool sections. Like I really love the robot part in the middle of the level, where it's like you're getting chased by zombies or something. It's really cool. The final boss fight's really fun. Overall, it's a great level. I'm gonna go ahead and throw No Eyes in A tier. Okay, let's do Vortex. I don't know, Vortex kind of jumped at me. I recently beat Vortex off camera. It's a pretty easy hard demon. Like it's pretty simple. The hardest part of the level is at the very beginning, and it's this section right here that the frame is at. You gotta like dip down and go through this really tight rocket section. But after that, I mean, once you get to the drop, like there's a couple tricky bits, but it's not that hard. This didn't take me too long. In fact, I think Vortex 2 actually took me longer to learn. But you know, Vortex, it's all right. You know, it's all right. It has fun gameplay throughout. It's not really a memorable level in my opinion. Its deco it's kind of all right if you ask me. It's a fine level. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Vortex in the C tier. Let's do Death Step because I keep looking at it because of the big 98% death. That's one of my favorite moments in any of my Geometry Dash videos is when I got 98 on that level. This level really ticked me off because when I practiced it, you know, I was pretty solid at the game when I had gotten to Death Step, when I finally decided to beat all the map packs. I believe this was my final map pack level. You know, I had already done levels like Dance Massacre and obviously like TOE 3, and I had done some other pretty tricky levels, if I believe that are on here, but I might be wrong. I might have still been pretty ass, but I mean, Dance Massacre got me good at the game. Death Step, I practiced it, and I remember thinking this was going to be the easiest level in the world. This was going to be light work. I was going to beat it, and then I ended up dying like so many times past 80%. Like I got super unlucky with this level, but in all honesty, I had a really fun time with it. I think it's actually for like whenever this came out, like a very early level, I think it has some really good gameplay. I think it's fun. I think it's very fair, to be honest. I just kind of sucked. From what I remember, it's very learny, but once you get it, you get it. I personally really like Death Step. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the B tier. Dying at 98 really sucked though. It really sucked, especially because it's a really easy part. Let's do Iridescent, because I just beat Iridescent. Iridescent is a Viprin level. It has really good deco. It's early 2.1, and I really like kind of the rainbow design of it. And I like the fast gameplay. It's very learny. This level, and I recently beat this, and I'm pretty solid at the game. It took me a bit longer than I thought. This level is ranked like 400 spots below Psychosis, which is another one of my recent hard demons, and Psychosis, if you didn't know, is my hardest hard demon completion according to the GDDL. And Iridescent took me longer. Iridescent took me like 700 attempts, which is pretty weird for a hard demon for me nowadays, as I could usually get them done within 500 attempts. This took me a bit longer than I thought. Again, there's timings all throughout this level that you just need to know. So it's very learny. The mini wave sections can kill you really easily. But man, the UFO part at like 40%-ish is like way harder than the rest of the level in my opinion. I'm just not that great at UFO. UFO is one of my weakest game modes. And I died to that UFO literally like every attempt. And if I got past it, I was like, oh, I have a chance. And then I would die to like something stupid, like a spider section. I do like the spider gameplay in this level. The spider gameplay is really fun. And all in all, this is a really fun level. I really like Iridescent. This is really fun throughout most of the level. Other than the UFO, it's really consistent. Like, I think the UFO part, in my opinion, is just miles harder than everything else. But everything else feels really consistent to play. And once you get it, kind of like Death Step. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Iridescent up in the A tier. I do think it's better than No Eyes. I'm going to be ranking him within the tiers. So I really like Iridescent. Let's do Darkness Keeper. I did No Eyes. Might as well do Darkness Keeper. Darkness Keeper's weird. Because it has everything that I feel like I would want in a level, but both of the times I played this, when I beat it in the Gauntlet, and then when I re-beat it with No Eyes, there's just something that I didn't really like about the gameplay. It always felt a little clunky. Like, there's a couple timings, especially towards the end of the level. There's this black orb timing in the ball section, and it's like, you gotta hit it perfectly in the middle. And for a newer player, that timing was really hard for me. And I died there so many times. And I don't know, there was just something about this level that didn't click with me. I think it looks incredible. The deco is amazing. It's got a good song. But in my opinion, the gameplay just lacked. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in C tier. It's higher than Vortex, but it's gonna go C tier. I think we need something to fill up the D slots. And I know the perfect level. Crazy by Dav is kind of infuriating. Kind of pissed me off. You know what? I'm kind of now thinking that, like, there's definitely levels that belong in an F tier. Now that I'm looking at it, Crazy's not one of them. I think we just need a D tier. Crazy is a perfect D tier level for me, which is crazy, no pun intended. When I wanted to beat Crazy for the first time, I mean, this level took me a long time. This took me like years of on and off playing it to beat, because it just pissed me off. It genuinely just infuriated me, because at the beginning of the level, it's hard. It's just a bunch of pretty tight timings, pretty precise, but it's consistent. Once you get good at it, you get good at it. Bro, and then once you get to the drop, up until 70%, it's like a glorified easy demon. Like, it is so easy from like 30 to 70. And then you get to 70 and it's insane demon difficulty. Like, you got those two insane dash orb timings that are genuinely brutal to get through. And then a blind jump, double spike jump, slow speed right after. And then you have the insanely difficult ending section with really hard timings and precise clicks at the very end of the level. And I died there so many times. I think I died to 96 3 times. I died at like 95, and I died in that end section so many times. This level drove me crazy. It's incredibly imbalanced, which I think Dav has a bit of a hard time with. His levels are very imbalanced, as this is not going to be the last Dav level I put towards the bottom of the tier list. Thankfully, Crazy 2 is a lot better than this level, in my opinion. Crazy 2 would probably go in B or A. But the theming, the level's great. Songs, alright. Deco is really good. The level looks amazing. I just kinda hated the gameplay of this level. Kinda hated it. But it's not F tier. It's not F tier. Let's do a Laser Blitz level. We have 4 Laser Blitz levels on here. I kinda can't believe that. Let's start with the first one I ever did. Where's Lightning Speed? I need to find it. Lightning Speed. Lightning Speed, is easily kind of the most forgettable Laser Blitz level. I know he recently kind of did it, so it doesn't have kind of that longevity of, you know, Ultra Drivers or Space Locked, you know, of that like classic, you know, hard demon difficulty. But the thing about Lightning Speed is that with Laser Blitz's levels, he's kind of known for, you know, his crazy asymmetrical duels. Like, Laser Blitz was the duel guy before Jonathan GD started making levels. Like, that was Laser Blitz. Laser Blitz was the duel guy. And this level has duels, but up until like the last 20%, there's no really, like, all the duels are pretty symmetrical. Like, there's some sections where it's like, it's only one half of the duel playing, and it kind of makes the level feel a bit unmemorable because the dual sections are just not as memorable as Ultra Drivers or Space Locked or even Deadlocked X. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in C tier. It looks good. It has a really good song. I really like that song that it uses. It's used in one of my favorite medium demons as well, Draconic Speed. But overall, Lightning Speed's just a bit forgettable in my mind. It's not a bad level, but just not that great. Shall we fill up an F tier? I feel like I need to, yeah, I'm gonna get hate for this. But literally just looking at these levels, like I have a least favorite. I'm gonna get hate for this. If you watched my temple video, beating every temple level in one day, you know what's probably about to come because this level infuriated me. Temple of Time by Dav genuinely is like one of my least favorite hard demons. It might be my least favorite hard demon. I just kind of hate this level, man. I think it does a horrible job in capturing what the temple levels were so good at. I just think it does a really bad job of honoring Michigan. I think it does. The level is littered with triples, which I know Michigan's signature thing were triples, but it's supposed to be an homage to not just Michigan, it's supposed to be an homage to all the temple levels. And if you watched my temple video, this level has like 33 triple spikes, and then I counted every triple spike in all the normal temple levels, and it was like 21 for all of them. All 7 of the other temple levels that I beat. And this one has like way more than every other temple level combined. And it's like, I think it was like 75% of the level is icon gameplay as well, which like, it made me mad because I don't think it did a good job at all. It's incredibly imbalanced, and just it has a lot of filler parts. Like there's this one section in the middle of the level where it's literally just like 7 triple spikes in a row that could have been used to do literally anything else. Like you have a section like that at the very end of the level too, which makes sense, and that part just feels so out of place and boring. And yeah, this level's just boring. It's just a boring level. Again, it sucks that I don't like this level at all. It just makes me mad. It could have been so much better, and it just wasn't, man. I don't think this is a good level at all. I feel really bad about saying that, but it's my honest opinion. This is probably my least favorite hard demon I've beaten. I don't like Temple of Time. I don't like it. Okay, let's get some positivity in here after that rant. Let's do the Furious, which is going in S tier. The Furious was my hardest hard demon for a long time, until I beat Psychosis the other day. The Furious by Novel Boy is just a fantastic level, man. It's a bit imbalanced. I recognize that as kind of the last half of this XL long level. It's pretty hard, and I think the reason is because I fluked the level from like 59. I fluked this level so hard. It's one of my greatest flukes of all time, up there with Lit Fuse. And I think that's kind of biased, you know, it's kind of influencing my decision a little bit on how much I love this level. I would probably put the Furious in my top 10 favorite demons of all time. It's not my favorite hard demon, we'll get to that later. But this level, it's so dope. Its deco, in my opinion, is really, really good. This section in the wave in particular is so beautiful. It looks awesome. The gameplay is really fun, even if it's a bit imbalanced. Like, the music sync too, the song is great. Like, the music sync when it's going like, doom, 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 so fire. It was so much fun to learn and get good at, and beating it felt like, I truly felt like it was incredible. Like, I just loved the Furious. It's a phenomenal level. Is it harder than Psychosis? Might be harder than Psychosis. I don't know if the GDDL is right on that take, but It's fine. We're good. We're good. Let's do a 9 circles level. I have 3 9 circles levels on here because I don't like 9 circles levels that much. Hint, hint, where I'm going to put 9 circles might make some people mad. Might be a hot take. I don't like 9 circles. In fact, of the 3 9 circles levels, 9 circles, Jawbreaker, Fairy Dust, this is my least favorite one. Don't like 9 circles. I actually had a really bad time with this level. Like, I didn't enjoy it. I also just don't like the red. I like the purple and the blue way more. I know this level is hugely influential. I get it. It's whatever. But, you know, when you got to get through, like, a really hard ship section at the beginning, and then the very ending is also just really hard, you know, cube timings. It's just like... I think this level's a bit underrated on the GDDL. I think it's a bit harder than what it gives it credit for, especially because Fairy Dust is like nearly 1,000 spots higher, which, like, Fairy Dust is harder than 9 circles, but not, it's like 850 spots higher, which is just ridiculous to me. Like, 9 circles is at like 2,700 or 3,700, and then Fairy Dust is at like 2,900 or something. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I don't like 9 circles that much. I'm going to put it above Crazy, though. I just didn't have a fun time with this level. RNAO. Let's do RNAO. This level took me a fucking long time to beat. This level took me a long time to beat, and it's because it's incredibly imbalanced. This level kind of ticked me off, too. I'm not going to lie to you. But this is a level that I haven't really thought about my opinions on. I kind of just beat it and then just moved on with my life. Because there's 2 hard demons, at least that I know of, that I've beaten that used to be insane demons. The Furious is one of them, and RNAO is the other. I know this used to be an insane demon. It got lowered to hard, which... Sure, there's easy sections, but man... The middle wave section is really, really hard. It's really slow, which for some reason, man, slow wave is like borderline harder than fast wave. There's something about like 0.5 speed wave that I just suck at. I really needed practice with it, and this level gave it to me. And then the dual wave is so bad. It's so bad. When you're going like up, like if you're going like a diamond, there's like little black fuzz in the crevice of only one side of the wave, not the other one. It's in one side. So it's just so hard. The spider section's also pretty tough at the beginning. The kind of robot section after that's not too bad. The duel was really inconsistent for me. I was really inconsistent at the duel for some reason. It kind of reminded me of Supersonics, but honestly more inconsistent. Overall, this level's... I like the theming. The song is amazing. I love the song of this level. It's really good, really creepy, really good. Love it. Don't like the level that much. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in C tier. It's probably bottom C tier. Let's do an actual temple level. Let's do Shadow. Let's do Shadow. This is the biggest surprise for me. Because Shadow was a level that I was, like, not looking forward to beating. I practiced it before I made my temple video, and I was just like, this level's gonna suck. You got the 2 blind jumps that are, you know, the triples that you literally just can't see at all. You got the incredibly imbalanced gameplay with this really hard UFO part that's on the screen, on the picture. That's so much harder than the rest of the level too. And then I ended up really liking the level. It's weird. The level's super imbalanced. The deco's not good. Doesn't it use Club Step? Which I personally think, like, Club Step is a great song in my opinion. I love Club Step, so I don't have a problem with that. But I had a fun time with Shadow. I had a really good time with the level. It's bad. Like, it's a bad level, so I can't place it super high. But I had a fun time with it. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in B tier. I know it's a hot take, probably, but I had a fun time with Shadow. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Let's do Entropic Dreams. This is one of the easiest hard demons. It should be the easiest hard demon. Megalovania is considered the easiest hard demon that I've beaten, but it should be Entropic Dreams. This level's so light. The hardest part is the beginning ship section, which you see here. This level's bad. Like, this is a bad level. It looks horrendous. I mean, this ship section is god-awful. Like, it's so ugly. The rest of the level looks alright, actually, though. Looks alright past the ship. But just when you see this at the beginning of the level, it's so ugly. Like, it doesn't fit with the rest of the level. The theme, like, is there a theme to this level? I don't know. Again, the gameplay is horribly imbalanced. This and then the wave section right after are way harder than the rest of the level. Like, once you get past the wave section, it's, like, free. Like, it's dead-ass just free. There's a really easy robot section. There's a really easy rocket section. And then a relatively difficult cube section at the very, very end. It's not that hard, but it's easy to choke. But this level kind of sucks. I didn't have fun playing it, even though it's really easy. I didn't like this level. I'm gonna throw it an F. Like, I don't like it. I didn't suffer with it, but it's just a bad level in my opinion. It's not good. The song is bad too. Like, it's not a good level. You know what? I'll cut Dav some slack. I'll put it at the bottom. It's just, I had a worse experience with Temple of Time, but Entropic Dreams is just a bad level. Like, it's just not good. It's a bad level. Let's do another one of my kind of, you know, early hard demons that really solidified myself to myself as a pretty solid player. ToE 2v2. This is a picture from that original video. There's my very old wave that I used to use. It's kind of fun looking at some of these old videos where you can see like my original icons and stuff. Am I not going to be able to see any of them? There, space locked. You can see my original icon and my ship, and oh, good times. Anyways, what was I talking about? ToE 2v2. This was one of those levels that I just never thought I was going to be able to beat. It's really imbalanced and honestly not that fun. It's a Neptune level, so you can kind of expect what it's going to be like. It's got some fun sections, don't get me wrong. Like, this is not a bad level. In fact, it's pretty good. What am I talking about? ToE 2v2's it's solid. It's a good remake of, you know, a harder version of ToE 2. The wave sections are a bit harder than the rest of the level. You have to be pretty damn good at the wave in order to be good at this, you know, wave section. Even, you know, I've replayed this level a little bit. Even coming back to it, this wave section in particular, the one I'm showing, is like still pretty tough. Like, these straights, you know, they're fast, they're pretty tight, they're not easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw you in B tier. You're solid, ToE 2v2. Astrines. This is a bit of an not really that well-known hard demon, which I think should be changed because this is a really great level. I don't know if it's like a remake of Artificial Ascent, but it uses the Artificial Ascent song, which is a great song, and it kind of, you know, has that flow of like a mega collab. I don't know if it is one, but it feels like one. It's long, and it's pretty easy. Like, this is a really easy hard demon. This did not take me that long, even though it's a very long level. It's a bit imbalanced. Like, there's a couple sections that are way harder than the rest, like this UFO part that I did a really bad job of capturing. But yeah, it's a bit harder than the rest of the level. But all in all, Deco's really good in my opinion. Again, it's the Artificial Ascent song. And the gameplay throughout is really fun. I'm going to go ahead and throw you at the top of A tier, Astrines. I really like you. I like you, kid. Let's do another Laser Blitz, because I keep looking at Ultra Drivers here. It's kind of in the middle. Ultra Drivers gave me a hard time. This is, in my opinion, No, I think Deadlocked X is harder. People always compare Space Locked and Ultra Drivers, and it's like Space Locked is ranked harder on the GDDL. I beat Space Locked before Ultra Drivers, and even after completing both, I thought Ultra Drivers was harder. I think it has more difficult dual sections to not only learn, but to be consistent at. There's this one dual section towards the end of the level that you gotta like jump in between these cogs as a mini UFO, and it's really hard, and then the rest of that's hard. And the thing about this level that I also really like, I think Ultra Drivers is a great level, by the way. I think Ultra Drivers might be my favorite Laser Blitz level. It's non-dual sections are actually really fun. Like, I think Space Locked Laser Blitz falls in the category of like he's only known for his duels. Like his non-dual sections are usually pretty forgettable. But I actually really like a lot of the non-dual sections in Ultra Drivers. Like you have that UFO section towards the end that's really hard but really fun. You got the whole middle of this level that's also really good. So I like Ultra Drivers. I think it's a great level. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in A tier. Right here. I like Ultra Drivers a lot. It's fun. It's good. It's good. Let's do in Rainbows. This was just a random. During the summer when I wasn't really recording Geometry Dash videos, I downloaded Geode just because I was curious about how good it was, and it was really fun. But unfortunately, I can't record my Geometry Dash videos with OBS because it will lag my computer to death. Like I will literally just get freeze frames. Like my whole computer will just freeze in the middle of a level. So I use like Steam Capture to record my GD videos, which it still is kind of laggy depending on the level and how long I've been playing. But Steam Capture doesn't record if you have mods. So I literally cannot record GD without, like, I have to play vanilla GD. But anyways, when I was doing this, little time when I had Geode, there was this thing called like the GD Demon Ladder or something. It was like a group of levels, and it was like progressively more difficult. And in Rainbows was in this like hard demon group. And I was like, in Rainbows, that's a fire Radiohead album. I'm gonna play the level. And it was good. It was good. A bit spammy. Like there's a lot of like really fast clicking in this level that I'm not a huge fan of that type of gameplay where it's just you just gotta click really fast. I really like the deco. Deco's fire. Song was good. There was an In Rainbows artwork at the end of the level which I appreciated. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you in B tier. In Rainbows. Let's do Deadly Club Step because this level is interesting. It's certainly a level. It's iconic. I really wanted to beat it, and I did beat it. It was pretty hard. This level was pretty hard for me. It took me about 1,000 attempts, I think, and it is one of my harder hard demons. I'm very proud to have gotten this one done because I mean this is an iconic, old, really hard level. So it's cool that I was able to get it done. It's a bit imbalanced, really imbalanced in my opinion. Like I think the first ship gets wildly consistent. I think the first ship gets super consistent. This ball section for the most part's really consistent except for one click. It was either 46 or 47. That was so inconsistent that I died there nearly every single attempt. And then when I got past it, the whole second half of the level is just really, really hard. Like the second half of the level, in my opinion, is just much harder than the first. There's these really difficult UFO sections and some pretty hard ship sections. You got the end cube memorization with that ball section at the end with the speed changes that's really easy to choke. And Deadly Club Step just took me a while, man. It took me a while. I remember when I beat this, it had been a long time since I had just kind of sat down and just grinded out a level. And so, I mean, it only took me like 45 minutes to do, so it's like not even that bad, but it just took me a while in my mind. It's not bad. Like, it has fun gameplay throughout. Like, and again, I really like the song Club Step, and I think it's a good Club Step remake. And there's a lot of fun moments. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you in B tier, Deadly Club Step. It's kind of on par with Tiwi 2v2. Like, I have issues with it, but for the most part, it's a good level. I don't have that much against it. I think we need another low tier level, and I'm looking at it. Water Temple is, in my opinion, the worst of Michigan's temple levels. This level, talk about imbalanced. All of the temple levels are pretty imbalanced, but this one especially, man, there's like 3 parts that are just really, really hard, and then the rest of the level is like deadass easy demon difficulty. You got the cube section at the beginning with like, it's like ice blocks, and you gotta jump, like, it's really hard. I don't like it. You got this ship section that is in the picture, which is just so hard. And then you got the transition from this ship section into the UFO, which is also just really, really hard, because you got to go through it really perfectly. I mean, the end ship section's also pretty tough, but I didn't really think it was that hard. And then everything else is like genuinely like not even demon difficulty. So you just die at the same spots over and over again. He uses like Can't Let Go. Deco, it's just blue. It's just blue. Which, like, there's a level later on that, like, is also just blue. But it's, like, good. Just blue. This is just blue. Fuck off, Water Temple. I don't like you. You're going in D tier. Because it wasn't actually too bad. It wasn't F tier. But it was bad. It wasn't fun. Let's do another bad level. Insomnia Dreams is the only demon on this entire list that I cannot remember. I don't remember beating this level. I don't know why I beat this level. I don't know when I beat this level. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I had to I was planning on making this video, so I was kind of going through some of like my completions, you know, on YouTube, looking at, you know, my ratings in the description, seeing if, you know, I still agreed with them with the level aging with me. You know, I went through and kind of did some in practice mode to refresh my mind. I didn't do this one, because this is a straight memory level. I just looked it up on YouTube, and I remember this level. It's bad. I remember there's one mini cube section towards the beginning of the level that is so much harder than the rest of the level. The rest of the level is not easy. Like, this is it's a hard demon. But man, that one mini cube section is miserable to get through. It's so hard. I just don't remember this level. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in D tier. I don't remember this level. I don't think I had a good time with it. This is the weirdest level to me. Every time I see it, I'm like, when did I beat this? That's not really a good sign. Let's do Psychosis, because I just beat it. This level, I think it's amazing. Psychosis is amazing. It's probably one of my favorite hard demons, if I'm being honest with you. Learning it, like, genuinely, it was probably one of the most fun demons to learn and get good at. And I think it's probably like the most balanced level in this entire list. There is, maybe with the exception of this mini wave section on the picture, which if you watched my Psychosis video, I died there like 8 times, and this is 85%, and it's like 1 minute and 50 seconds, so it's a pretty long level. It's like borderline an XL. And I died here like 8 times at the very end, and it kind of sucked. But I'm also just bad at reverse mini wave, and it's slow, which, you know, when I was talking about what level RNAO, slow wave is just really hard for me. And this click pattern, just look at it, man. This click pattern is so awkward and weird. It's the one section of the level I don't like. Everything else, and even with this part, it's not that hard. I'm just bad. It's incredibly balanced. There is not one section that I'm just like, that is so much harder than the rest of the level. And there's not one section that I'm like, that is so much easier than the rest of the level. This is every section could kill you if you're not careful. Like, hard demon difficulty, which is why it could be harder than the Furious, because the Furious has easy parts. Like, the Furious has some pretty light parts. Psychosis doesn't. Psychosis is very learny. You gotta know a bunch of timings. It didn't take me that long. It took me only like 400 attempts. And maybe it's just because this is like my skill set, I guess. Like, I'm very good at whatever Psychosis is doing. But this is an S tier. This is an S tier. It has a great song. I really like its deco. Fuck Hines. I know Hines is a piece of shit, the creator. Unfortunately, this will not be the last level on here that I rate really highly by Hines. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to try and separate the art from the artist, because Hines was a damn good level creator. Unfortunately, I just really like his levels. I know he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, his levels are just really good. Let's do Fairy Dust. Another one that I very recently beat. Fairy Dust. I really liked Fairy Dust at first, and then I died at 91%, literally like the last possible place you could die in the level if you're like just... And I died there at like attempt 500, like around that ballpark. And it took me 500 more attempts to beat it. This level took me 1,000 attempts, and it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. Because, and like 200 attempts at the beginning. Like, 200 of my total attempts are from like way back in the day when I have practiced this level and was just really ass at it. Like, I got to 91 so early on, and I was like, okay, this isn't gonna take me that much longer. And then I died past 80% like 10 or 15 times. I died at the end so much. It was terrible. I don't know why I was so bad at the end of this level, because it's really easy. The end of the level is not hard. I just choked so much. Like, I think this level is really well balanced. If I'm being honest, it's really well balanced. Like, it's pretty hard throughout the whole thing. There are a couple sections that are a bit harder than the rest. Like, towards the beginning, you go to the top and there's like this saw blade at the very top of the level, and you gotta go through this diamond. And that section is really hard to work your way through. It's pretty tough. And then after like the headbangers, like there's 3 headbangers as the mini wave, and then you turn into a normal wave and you got to go through this diamond, and then into another mini wave. And like in the very beginning of that mini wave is also like that section, everything I just described is also just way harder than the rest of the level in my opinion. And then there's a couple tight mini wave sections at 60% that really drove me crazy. Fairy Dust drove me crazy. I don't really like it that much. I like the purple scheme a lot more than the red. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you in C tier, Fairy Dust. You just made me mad. Megalovania. The easiest hard demon that I've beaten. It shows. It's kind of flip-flopped between medium and hard. When I beat it, it was a hard demon, and then I checked it like 2 days later, and it was a medium demon, swear to God. And it's a hard demon right now, which, I should have watched a video about Megalovania. I beat this in like 200 attempts. I beat this really fast. I don't remember it at all. I remember liking it, though. Like, I do remember having a good time with it. And it's a good theme. It looks good. Has a good song. I'm gonna throw you in B tier, Megalovania. Straight in the middle of B tier. I don't really remember you, because I beat you so quickly, because you're really easy. But I remember having a fun time. Oh, Forest Temple. Forest Temple, Forest Temple. I've beaten this level twice, and both times I've beaten this, I'm like, this is a mid-tier hard demon. When I beat it for the first time, I'd beaten, levels like Dance Massacre, some other pretty hard demons. No, I hadn't beaten 9 Circles yet. But I'd beaten like 2E, 2v2. I'd done the Demon Gauntlet. Like, I'd beaten some hard demons. And even when I beat it, I was like, I think I'd even beaten Forsaken Neon. I was like, it was hard. I would say it's about on par with Forsaken Neon. Not as hard as Dance Massacre. And then I looked at the GDDL, and this is like the 4th hardest hard demon I've beaten of like all of these. What? I personally just don't find Forest Temple to be that hard. Like if I were to put this on my like hard demon list right now, I'd probably put it at maybe the 12 spot, maybe 13, because I just don't think it's that hard. Like, it's harder than Desert, but maybe not by that much. I think they're overrating Desert a little bit too on the GDDL, but that's a whole nother conversation. I just don't like, and this seems to be a very common theme. Like, apparently a lot of people find Forest Temple to be like a really hard tier, hard demon, like borderline insane. And I'm just like, no, it's not, because after 40%, the level is really easy. Like, going from 40 to 100 is a really easy run. It's not hard. The only kinda hard part in that whole section is the 50% ship, or the 60% ship, where it's like the spike gap that you gotta fly through 4 times. It's not hard. It's not that hard, but it's the hardest part between 40 and 100. It's pretty easy. It's just very carried by the first 40%. Like, this ship section, you gotta be pretty skilled in the ship. The wave section is fake difficulty. It feels very artificial in its difficulty because you just can't see the walls or your wave because it's being obstructed by the, you know, the black fuzz and the vines, and it's like, I can't see. Of course it's gonna be hard. The beginning cube section gets really consistent. It's not that hard, and then the UFO part's hard. So, like, I just don't get the difficulty. I'm ranting about the level. I don't know why I'm ranting about it, because it's a great level. I really love the level. It is just horribly imbalanced. Like, when I beat it for the first time, once I got past the wave section in that recording, once I got past the 30% wave, one time, I beat the level. I beat the level. I fluked it, because the rest of the level isn't hard. So I just don't get the difficulty opinion on Forest Temple at all. It has a great song, great theming, great deco, and really fun gameplay. It's just horribly imbalanced. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you at the top of B tier Forest Temple. You're like a borderline A. I think it's a fantastic level. I really like it. It's just not quite A, in my opinion, just because of the balancing. Let's do Y, just so I can get another low tier on here. This is like, I think this is gonna be the last kind of low rated hard demon that I've done. I did not have a fun time with Y. It kind of pissed me off. If you watch my XYZ video, I beat it really quickly, but it was a rebeat. The first time I beat it, it took me nearly an hour, which kind of surprised me. This level just has really dumb gameplay. It's really imbalanced, and there's some stupid moments. It has so much, like, this is a very awkward level to play. There's this wave section, or a UFO into a wave section, I think, that has like the worst transition of all time, and it's like 90%, and I died there so many times. It's horrible. There are some really fun parts though. I think the duel section in the middle, it's very learny and it's hard, but it plays really well. So Y is pretty bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever played. It's like, yeah, it's like 9 circles-ish. I'll put it below 9 circles. Deadlocked X. Let's do Deadlocked X, because I also just recently beat this. This level's really hard. This is, it's in like my top 10 hardest hard demons for good reason. It's hard. It's harder than Space Lucked and Ultra Drivers. And it's not really for a good reason either. There are some really fun moments in this level. I think the first couple of duels are really good. A bit learny, but good. And I think the middle of the level has some good duels. There's one ship mini wave, or not ship mini wave. There's this one mini ship and mini icon duel at like 50% that was really inconsistent for me. Then there's the dual icon part at 80%, which I don't know if it's broken. if like maybe 2.2 broke something about it. I don't know. But it is one of the most inconsistent parts I've ever played. Like, there will be times I've practiced it and I will do, I kid you not, the same thing. I will click the same way and something different will happen every time. It is one of the most, it might be the most inconsistent part of any level on this entire list, where genuinely it felt like luck if I got through it or not. It's just really inconsistent, and it's at the very end of a pretty hard demon. Like, this level's not easy throughout. Like a lot of Laser Blitz's levels, the duels get really consistent. They're just very learny. This, like, Ultra Drivers got pretty consistent by the end. Space Locked, we'll talk about, got really consistent. Even though when I'm practicing it, I'm like, this is never going to get consistent. They get consistent. Deadlocked X did not. Like, that one mini ship icon section I was talking about earlier never really got consistent. Like, I would get there every attempt and die, because the whole first half of the level is really consistent and really fun, actually. And then the back half of the level, once you get past the ship duel, there's another ship duel that's pretty hard. And then some non-duel sections that's kind of forgettable. And then the dual icon part is just miserable. And I died there like 5 times before I got through it. And again, it felt like luck. I have no idea why. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw you at the bottom of B tier, because I didn't hate my experience playing it. It's a Laser Blitz level, so I think Laser Blitz makes pretty solid gameplay. I'm going to throw Lightning Speed over Vortex, actually. Thermodynamics is another one I recently completed. And it's a remake of Electrodynamics, duh. It has a great song. It uses the Acheron song. It's called Thermodynamics, I think. And it's a really good song. It's a really good song. It fits it really well. The deco, you know, it's Electrodynamics themed. It looks good, in my opinion. And it's, you know, it's a bit imbalanced. Once you learn a lot of the level, it's not that hard. I think this took me like 400, no. How many attempts did this take me? I don't remember. I think it took me 200. I think this took me 200 attempts, not 400. Psychosis was 400. Thermodynamics, there's one ball part at the very end of the level that I think is a bit harder than the rest, as I died there a lot. I died there like 4 times, I think, 4 or 5 times. And the end ship is also probably like the hardest ship section of the level, which is a bit unfair. So I didn't think the level was that hard, as I'm getting a lot better at ship. So I didn't have that many problems with it. Honestly, if anything, the memory sections of like the icon and the ball sections, that's what was giving me the most time, because I beat it so quickly that I just kept dying because I just kept forgetting what was happening. But this was a solid level. I had a fun time with it. I thought it was fun. It was good. Let's finish up Laser Blitz levels. Let's talk about Space Locked. I thought Space Locked was good. It took me a bit longer than I thought. Like, when I practiced it, I was like, this isn't going to take me that long. And then it took me like an hour, I think, that day that I beat it and I recorded it. This is the only Laser Blitz level that I actually made a video on, so there's that. And that's why you can see my old icons. Anyways, I think this level is horribly imbalanced too. Like, there's a couple dual sections towards the end that are a bit harder than the rest of the level, as I think... Oh, and then there's that stupid UFO section at the beginning. Oh my god, that was the most inconsistent UFO section I've ever played. Good lord, it was bad. I think it looks cool. Like, it's a cool looking level. Uses a great song. And it's just kind of a dope level. Like, it's kind of dope. It's Space Locked. Like, it's super popular for a reason. I'm gonna go ahead and also throw it in B tier. It's not quite as good as Ultra Drivers in my opinion, but yeah. I think it's time we get another S tier. And I'm looking at it. Dance Massacre by Heinz. Again, I gotta reiterate, fuck Heinz. This is my favorite hard demon. When I beat it, it was by far my hardest. in my opinion. The middle wave section and middle UFO parts were really hard for me, as I never done anything that difficult, but at all. Like, I hadn't beaten Jawbreaker, 9 Circles, or Fairy Dust. I was really bad at the wave, and it got me really good at the wave. Sure, those parts might be a bit harder than the rest of the level, but the rest of the level's really balanced too. Like, those parts are definitely a bit harder. Like, I think Psychosis is better balanced than Dance Massacre, but I just think Dance Massacre is more fun. I love the song. I love the deco. Like, it does red, like, just in-your-face red deco perfectly. I think it looks great. I had horrible luck with the level. I died at 98, one of my worst fails because it's so easy at the end. And I died there at the stupidest place, and I freaked out, but then I beat it like 10 minutes later. And there you can see my little goofy head up there back in 2022. This level, and it's super biased, of course. This level just means a lot to me. This is my second favorite demon in the entire game. It did just get dethroned by Lit Fuse not too long ago. Lit Fuse is my favorite level in the game, and it probably will stay that way for a while. So yeah, Dance Massacre is just my favorite level in like of the hard demons, and it probably will forever be my favorite hard demon. I don't see it getting dethroned anytime soon. Yeah, I love Dance Massacre so much. Ditch the Machine. This was another level that it was my second hard demon, I believe, and it was certainly a step below Theory of Everything 3, for sure. This still took me quite a while, because this is, again, very duel heavy, and ToE 3 doesn't really have a lot of duels. So, this level just took me a while to learn and get good at. I don't know why I'm showing... Oh, I probably used Filmora at that point. So I probably had a watermark. I don't remember, though. This is still one of my favorite levels in the game, too, though. Like, I love Ditch Machine. Like, if I just want to play a hard demon just to play one, I'm probably going to pick Ditch Machine, to be honest. It's incredibly accessible. It's got a great song. Deco's not that great, but gameplay makes up for it. It's top of A tier. I don't want to call it an S, but it's great. It's one of my favorites. I love Ditch Machine. Desert Temple, let's wrap up the temple levels. Desert Temple is my favorite temple level. It has really fun gameplay. It's not too imbalanced. Like, it's pretty consistent difficulty throughout. In fact, this level was a bit harder than what I was giving it credit for. Kind of like Psychosis. I thought I was going to kind of sweep the floor with this level when I was practicing it, and then it ended up taking me a lot longer than I thought. This took me like 700 attempts, I think. So it was pretty hard for me. Really fun, banger song, banger theming, just great gameplay. I wouldn't call it one of my all-time favorites. Like, I'm gonna throw it in like A tier, like kind of around Ultra Drivers. Like, yeah, that's a good spot for it. PG Club Step. I don't know. PG Club Step's fine. Like, when I think of PG Club Step, I know when I beat it, I liked it. Yeah, looking back on it, it's not that great. It's horribly imbalanced. I don't know, it's PG Club Step. The stupid PG Club Step face fucking pisses me off. I'm just gonna throw you in C tier, man. Like, I don't really have much to say about PG Club Step. It's fine. Forsaken Neon was kind of that level that I never thought I was ever going to be able to beat, and then I ended up beating it out of nowhere off camera. It's very back half heavy. Like, getting to 50% is really easy. And then the rest of the level's really hard. You got the wave section at 60%, which in my opinion is the hardest part of the level. And it's probably because light blue is my main color. Literally, you can see I've never changed my colors from light blue. And this level, as you can see, is very light blue. This is not the 60% wave, by the way. 60% wave is literally a completely light blue background. So going through this maze was pretty hard for me, and it still is pretty tricky just because I can't see my wave. So the ball section's really consistent. You just got to know what to do. And the ship part at the very end is like arguably the hardest skill part of the level if you're not that good. Like if this is like if you're coming to this as like your new hardest, that ship section at the end is going to be really frustrating. But it's pretty easy. Like I was replaying this level the other day and I'm just like, I was sweeping the floor of it. Like I was doing so good in practice mode. Like I was killing the ending of this level and I was just like, holy shit. Like I feel like I remember this level being way harder than it actually is. So yeah, it has a great song. Oops. It has great deco. It is blue. It's kind of just blue, kind of like Water Temple. But it's just blue in a good way. Like it uses a lot of interesting deco designs and, you know, ideas. And I just think it's really good. It has really fun gameplay. Another one that I just have a soft spot for that I'm going to go ahead and throw an A tier. Above Iridescent. Iridescent. I don't know how to say you. Forsaken Neon's Fire. And we're going from... This is going to be awkward. Jawbreaker is amazing. I didn't realize I had left so many great levels at the very end. I didn't realize that. Jawbreaker was so much fun for me. I had a really fun time with Jawbreaker. I really loved it. I think the blue color scheme looks really great with 9 circles. I think a lot of the wave gameplay is really fair and really fun. Like there's not one section of the level that I'm just like, that is so much harder than the rest. It's really consistent, as a really good song, and it goes to the music really well too. Jawbreaker is just a really great level that I had a really fun time with. It might be kind of crazy to throw it an S, but I really, really liked it. I'm going to put it above Psychosis, to be honest. And this is a bit awkward because, I mean, it's Future Funk. I say Future Funk for last because this is my most recent Hard Demon, and it's for an upcoming video. I didn't know if I wanted to make this video before or after I made this upcoming video. I guess I'll spoil it now. I'm seeing how many Jonathan GD levels I can beat in a week. And so I did beat Future Funk just 2 days ago. And this is a very special level to me because I've been trying to beat it for like 4 or 5 years. So I had a shit ton of attempts on this level. But coming back to it, you know, with my skill, I actually ended up beating it pretty damn quickly. You'll see in the video, I beat it really quickly. However, Jonathan has a bit of a balancing issue, and I'm experiencing that now with Dark Travel, as I'm trying to beat Dark Travel right now. He has a bit of a balancing issue. When I was finishing up Future Funk, every attempt was making it to the duel. Every attempt. I mean, the first half of this level is pretty damn free once you learn it. And then you just die at the duel at a stupid timing that, you know, you just, like, you miss the red orb as the ship, or you accidentally click a bit too early as the ball, like, you over jump as a robot. And the whole end of the level is also pretty tricky. You got the whole 2018 section that's just also pretty tough. The wave corridors aren't too particularly hard, but at the end of a very long demon, you know, your nerves, you know, they might get the better of you. I'm not going to spoil how it ends for me. I'm not going to spoil if I died at the end or not. And then 99%, you know, is obviously a big thing in Jonathan's levels. For a lot of them, you know, he's got to have that tricky 99% jump, or a couple clicks. I'm not going to say if I died at 99. I'm not going to tell you. You got to watch the Jonathan video when it comes out. But man, fuck all that, because Future Funk is S tier. Future Funk is like an S tier. No. Is like an S tier level. It's got an amazing song, incredible deco, really fun gameplay, even if it's imbalanced. Like the first half of the level, super easy, but super fun. Even when I was playing it, every time I would just die past 50%, I wasn't even getting that mad, because it's just a fun level all throughout. I know there's a lot of, with the new gens, hopping on Geometry Dash because of Jinxie and everything that are coming to the game, and they're making their jumps from Back on Track to Future Funk to Bloodbath, which is just like whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people say Future Funk is super overrated and it's not that good. What? Future Funk is a phenomenal level, in my opinion. It does everything right. And Jonathan, Dark Travel, I'm not going to spoil my opinion on Dark Travel, because I don't know. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm at 88% on Dark Travel. So, we're almost there. Anyways, there it is. There's my hard demon list of every hard demon I've beaten. Yeah, most of them do fall in B tier. That's kind of what I expected. I'm kind of just looking at it now to see if there's anything I would want to change. Yeah, you know what? Move Deadlock Dex down to C. Deadlock Dex deserves a C. I think Fairy Dust is a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. You did good, Gid. You did good. This is very solid. Yeah, I don't have any problems with this. I know this is probably super. I have really weird level taste in Geometry Dash. Like, when I'm playing levels, a lot of the time I actually don't like them that much. I actually enjoyed a lot more of these than I thought I would. But there you go. There's my hard demon list. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe. This was a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it's like 36 levels. I want to talk about them. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.